Okay, let's unpack this a bit. Playoff hockey, always intense, right? But lately, it seems like the drama's really kicking off before the game even starts.
Definitely.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into this wave of fines the NHL's been handing out, specifically for unsportsmanlike conduct, but during pregame warmups.
Yeah, it's pretty specific.
We've got the news reports here covering the incidents, and the big question we're sort of tackling is, why? Why this sudden crackdown now on stuff that maybe used to be seen as just playoff gamesmanship?
Well, what's really interesting, I think, is how broad it is. It's not just one series. We're seeing it pop up across different matchups, different kinds of behaviors.
Right.
It kind of suggests maybe a league-wide thing, not just reacting case by case.
Okay, so let's get specific. What actually happened? Like in that Montreal-Washington series,
Yeah.
both teams got hit with $25,000 fines.
Yeah.
Each. And that was before Game 4. Then you had individual players fined too. Arbor Shikaj for the Habs, Dylan McElrath for the Caps. Again, pregame stuff.
And the league was pretty quiet on the exact details of what they did, weren't they?
They were very vague, just
Right.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
But the Capitals coach did let slip. They'd had a warning after Game 3.
Okay. So there was a warning first.
Yeah, which makes you think, okay, what was going on there? What was building up?
That pre-warning is, well, it's pretty significant, isn't it? It shows the league saw something brewing, a potential for things to, get out of hand.
Totally. And like you said, not the first issue in that series. Remember earlier, Tom Wilson and Josh Anderson? They each got fined $5,000.
Right. After that bench clearing
Yeah.
altercation
Mhm.
in Game 3.
Yeah. So it paints a picture, doesn't it? A really charged series.
Definitely high-strung.
But it wasn't just them. We saw the Ottawa Senators get fined $25,000 too.
And Nick Cousins, their forward, got a personal fine.
Yeah, what was that? Like $2,000
Yeah.
for shooting a puck at the Toronto goalie, Stolarz, during warmups.
Mm-hmm. During warm-ups again.
I mean, you got to wonder sometimes where the line is between like competitive fire and just going too far.
That puck shooting incident, it really makes you think about intent, right? Was he trying to intimidate? Or was it just a dumb move in the heat of the moment?
Either way, the league obviously decided it crossed the line.
Clearly.
And then maybe the weirdest one, Winnipeg and St. Louis. They didn't get fined, but they got warned.
Warned, yeah. Because of that delayed last off the ice thing
Yeah.
between Hofer and Scheifele.
Exactly. Just for basically playing chicken about who leaves the ice last in warmups. A warning for that.
It really suggests the NHL is like hyper-focused right now, even on these really subtle bits of gamesmanship.
Yeah, hyper-aware seems right.
The fact that even that gets league attention, it really signals a shift, maybe a more proactive stance on sort of managing the whole pregame vibe.
Okay.
If you connect the dots, maybe the league's just trying to stop any pregame antics from, I don't know, setting a bad tone or spilling over into the actual game.
So just to kind of sum up where we are, we've got team fines, player fines, and even a warning across different series, all focused on what's happening before the whistle blows to start the game.
It's pretty clear they're not messing around with this warm-up stuff anymore.
Okay, so why? What are the potential reasons?
Well, there could be a few things, right? Number one is probably just upholding sportsmanship, setting a standard,
Makes sense.
and maybe also making sure these little pre-game things don't blow up into something bigger, like fights or injuries before the game even counts, protecting players maybe,
Right.
or the integrity of the game itself.
Right. It feels like the message is, look, save the battles for when the clock's actually running.
Exactly. Keep the main event the main event.
But the big question is, will it work? Will these fines actually change behavior deep in the playoffs? Or are players just going to ignore it when the pressure's on?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is a fine, even a decent-sized one, enough to stop guys in that super high-stakes playoff environment?
Or will they just find sneakier ways to get under each other's skin?
Could be. Competitive spirit finds a way,
It really makes you think, though, about what kind of playoff atmosphere the league is aiming for here. Are they trying to, like, sanitize it a bit even before the game starts?
Dial back some of that raw intensity. Maybe.
And, could focusing so much on these, let's face it, relatively minor pregame things, could that have any unintended consequences down the road? Like, does it change the dynamic somehow?
That's good food for thought. What are the potential ripple effects?
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Anyway, fascinating stuff to dig into. And for you listening, what do you think? Is the NHL right to crack down like this? Or is this pregame stuff just part of the playoff theater? Something to ponder.